Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. It's another league switch this week in the Go Battle League where we are going to be getting two new leagues. It's going to be the Ultra League, 2500 CP limit, as well as the Spring Cup, a restricted Great League meta. And what better way to start the week by giving you guys some teams from some top players, some early legend trainers for both the Ultra League and the Spring Cup. And I think we're going to start things off with the Ultra League, since that's a little bit more common, and get into these teams straight away. We've got some awesome graphics coming at you. We're going to explain these teams, maybe how to use them properly, and hopefully they can get you some elo in the Go Battle League. Let's start things off here with Crescent Angels, a long time big name in the community, has been number one on the leaderboard probably numerous times, and the first legend of this Go Battle League season. In Ultra League, they're running a very bulky team with, we see the Corviknight, the Jellicent, and the Zygarde in the lead. Zygarde opting for that Bulldoze, which did get buffed, so it's less energy than it used to be. And that is just a super bulky team. I could see some games potentially going to a timeout. If you're one of those timeout strategists, maybe this could be a team for you to try out in the Ultra League. The description says Corviknight is one of the best safe switches in Ultra League and potentially baits out an electric type Pokemon in the back. I tend to agree. I think Corviknight has kind of gotten a bad rap, but I think it's a really good as like a safe switch type Pokemon and can make things uncomfortable for your opponent with that bulk and that safety, the sand attack covering for that electric weakness that it has. So cool team from Crescent Angels. You got two things that beat fire types as well to cover the Corviknight. And I like it overall. Next up is Softoph, rank 7 on the GBL leaderboard in season 22. Just an exceptionally talented trainer. She is exceptionally talented caster as well, and she is running Grumpig, Blastoise, and Galarian Weezing. Here we go. So Grumpig can hit almost everything with its versatile moveset. Galarian Weezing protects it from dark type Pokemon. Weezing protecting its teammates from those dark types, and Soph opting for the Brutal Swing Sludge moveset gives it a little bit more consistency, reliability. You could also go for that Overheat if you want that hard-hitting nuke move. And Grumpig has kind of gotten a bad rap as well. People were hyping it up, saying it was going to be super good. Maybe not as much play in the Great League with so many dark types around and Shadow Claw users, but Ultra League could shine a little bit better. And Dynamic Punch is such a good attack now. Psywave plus Dynamic Punch, that is such a nasty moveset. And Blastoise, of course, we've featured on the channel recently, another strong Pokemon. So I like this team a lot from Softoph, and she, once again, was the first Soph to hit Legend this season. Let's go down to Philbeg. Philbeg running Galarian Weezing, Jellicent, Corviknight, so some similar picks to what we've seen up above. Philbeg, rank 1 GBL leaderboarder seasons 12, 14, and 20. Jellicent as a safe switch often takes shield advantage or baits out Pokemon that Galarian Weezing can farm down. Overheat is for opposing steel type Pokemon. And one little thing you might appreciate is Overheat on Weezing tends to be kind of nice when it's in the lead, right? Because Overheat is such a powerful move, one of the hardest hitting charge attacks in the game, but it does debuff your attack by 2 stages. So sometimes when you have a Pokemon like that, or whether it's something like a Malamar, right, with superpower that debuffs yourself, you want to take advantage of leading that Pokemon so you can throw that move and then dip out if you want to clear that debuff. Because when you switch out, you clear those attack debuffs. Another Jellicent and Corviknight, those two seem to cover each other decently well, except for electric types, of course. So I could see certain electric types in the back maybe being a cause for concern with this team. But Philbeg, a very accomplished trainer. And we go down to that PvP person, an Indian battler, I believe. That PvP person, rank 1 GBL leaderboard, season 16. And they're running Guzzlord, Lapras, and Skeletor. So a unique team here. All 3 of these Pokemon making their first appearance on the graphic. Guzzlord, we know how strong it is in this current meta, resisting those Psywaves heavily, and has a pretty good matchup against Lapras, despite the fact that you have to watch out for super effective Ice Beam. So Guzzlord can win most leads. Lapras, a flexible safe switch to secure shield advantage. Skeletor can sweep most backlines up a shield. And of course, that Torch Song now on Skeletor is such a solid move. It's a better version of Flame Charge, basically. And it is going to allow you to ramp up. If you save shields for Skeletor, similar to something like a Morpeko, right? you can really sweep teams in the back if you save shields for it, and they only have like neutral answers. So Skeledirge really menacing, lurking there in the back. And one more team comes from Smurfy, page 1 GBL leaderboard this season, running Cradley, Galarian Weezing, and Jellicent. So Jellicent, maybe one of the more popular picks on this list. Galarian Weezing, very much the same. The only thing we don't want to see is Registeel here. Yeah, I can see that being pretty bad. The debuff spam and fast-pacing charge attacks from Galarian Weezing can clearly generate an advantage. Yeah, Registeel would be pretty tough. I don't even know what you would do. You'd have to maybe swap Jelly and just hope they like stay in and try to chip it as much as you can. So yeah, sometimes you just got to take a risk with a team and hope you don't see a certain thing. But a cool team from Smurfy. Obviously, Cradley is top meta these days, and the spamminess of the Weezing and the Jellicent could cause real havoc for opponents. And Weezing tends to cover the weaknesses of Jelly, right? With that fairy typing, helping against those dark types. And you're also kind of helping against dragon types for the other two Pokemon. So I like it. And that is what we have for the Ultra League. But we're going to take a little quick shift to the Spring Cup, because not everyone I know likes the XL nature of the Ultra League, but sometimes it's fun to do these restricted Great League Cups. And one nice thing about the Great League Cups is they usually tend to have pretty condensed metas. So if you're someone that maybe you're struggling in the open leagues because you see so much variety, the restricted cups can be a nice time to really develop a certain team strategy and learn the ins and outs of certain matchup, because you're going to see a lot of the same situations over and over again. But here we go. Spring Cup. We start off with El Briano, ranked 6 GBL leaderboarder this season. And Galarian Weezing, dude, it's everywhere. It's in the Ultra League. It's in the Spring Cup. It's in the Open Great League. Galarian Weezing, Lapras, and Mantine is the team. Simple and strong. Overheat on G-Weezy. Covers Ferrothorn. And also running the Ice Beam as coverage on both of the other Pokemon. Maybe for extra help against Ferrothorn if that was to be lured out by one of those two. Next is Fabio. Fabio, rank 9 GBL leaderboarder this season, running G-Weezy, Ferrothorn, and Lapras. So very similar to the team above, but maybe a little bit more ABC. I guess it's ABB as well, just in a different way. Versatile team where Ferrothorn Safe Switch can pull a shield from the opponent easily, so that Lapras can sweep. That makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure what the hard checks to Ferrothorn are. Probably Weezing, I guess. But if you do have that Flash Cannon coverage, yeah, you threaten to one-shot the Weezing with that Flash Cannon. Next is Master Mahir. Now, Master Mahir, shout out to him. He won a community put-on tournament that we hosted, and then he was able to go and win the India playoffs shortly thereafter. So has been just on a tear. Really talented battler he is. And he's running Galarian Weezing with Golisopod and Lapras. So we've seen Galarian Weezing and Lapras on all three of these teams so far. It seems like a strong core, I guess, in this Spring Cup. Galarian Weezing can gain a shield advantage, which opens up a lot of play for Golisopod with a shield advantage. Yep, makes a lot of sense. I'm a big Golisopod fan myself, and it can be so deadly if you give it energy advantage or shield advantage. Next is Jason, arguably the best Go Battle League player of all time, has been #1 more times than I can keep track of, and is always seemingly on the first page. He is running Cradley, Galarian Weezing, Shadow Variant, and Jellicent. Sacrifice Cradley on negative leads with the intention of debuffing to set up an energy lead with either Jelly or Galarian Weezing. And that's the annoying thing about Cradley for opponents, right? Is you debuff something in the lead, sometimes you kind of force them to switch out to clear that debuff. Otherwise, if they stay in, they're going to be at too much of a disadvantage. So you can kind of force that alignment, which is what Jason is known for with his teams, is forcing the alignment, forcing the switch advantage, and then trying to hard punish you with it. And I think we have one more team to close out this video, and it comes from Vitorello, the LAIC runner-up, and he is running a very spicy team with Empoleon, Metal Claw, Hydro Cannon, Drill Peck, and a Fire Fang Shadow Mawile in the back with Power Up Punch and Play Rough. With only 2 counter users and low-ranked Mud Boys, Empoleon is a great lead. Golisopod baits out potential Tentacruel so Mawile can sweep. And honestly, I mean, if we're looking at some of these above teams, guys, that Empoleon lead could be pretty clever. ABA weak is the Credilli and Wheezing core. And it's not like these teams really have a solid answer. Lapras is just so strong neutrally, it probably beats Empoleon. But like this team as well, pretty ABA weak to Empoleon. So this could be a clever little core breaker that Vitorello has up his sleeve. I might want to try that out myself. But all that said, I hope you guys found this video useful. And maybe there are some teams that you guys saw from some of these amazing trainers that you can utilize. Oops, I wanted to get the badges back up there. So whether it's the Ultra League or the Spring Cup, hopefully you found some of those teams useful. And if you want to check out the full graphics, make sure to go check out my friend Inadequence over on Twitter, where he posts those graphics every week, and you can download them to have them on hand, see what teams you want to reference. I don't know what to run. Well, there you have it. There are some ideas for you. All that said, if you enjoyed this video, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all of that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.